What's good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. I was looking at something where they said that Boots turned down the fight with Teo, and I'm wondering why is he turning down all these good fights? When this is what he said he had been waiting on. When he was trying, unless it was just Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford he want to fight. I'm not. It's not making sense. Brian Norman Sr. I watched the video he made on Mill City a couple of days ago, and he was saying that they look like they overdid it a little bit with the competition that Boots is fighting, and he gonna have to grow up on like on TV in the ring. And at first I was thinking, he was bugging a little bit, but I'm starting to think he got a point because the guys I seen him in the ring with, and this ain't no disrespect, because anybody who willing to get through them ropes got a heart and deserve respect. But as far as the level of the pound for pound guys and the championship level, I mean, I hate to say it, I don't even think he fought nobody close. Honestly, I don't. My cousin was the one that put me on the Boots about 4 years ago, and he crazy about Boots, and I want to be, but the same thing I was telling Cuz shit, he gotta. I mean, thing about it, you gotta fight somebody. You know, uh, I remember Earl Spence's first big fight. He had to go. He had to go. That was a tough fight he had when he fought Kell Brook. I mean, he lost rounds. I mean, it wasn't like that fight was just in his pocket like that. He really had to. He needed that stoppage late. I mean, if I remember it correctly, that fight was close. Kell Brook won a lot of rounds in that fight, and Kell Brook was a big, serious welterweight at the time. You know, uh, Sean Porter, he fought a lot of good fighters. You know, I mean, Danny Garcia. I mean, these guys ain't in the mix no more. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, once you get a title and get, you really don't. Most guys don't do too much of that going backwards. Keith Thurman, he fought. If nothing else, they stayed in that top five. It seemed like guys, even on the tune-ups, they wasn't. A lot of they tune-up fights. At least some of the guys tune-up fights was better than some of the dudes that Book's been making his name against. And Tim Bradley said something I saw this morning, and where he was saying that Book's been spoiled, and I've been saying this. I have been saying don't like it's bothering him fighting these kind of dudes, and he ain't never gonna get a fight with Crawford. I mean, he gotta know that at this point, and I just can't say where Earl Spence head at, honestly. So I would like to say maybe him and Earl could fight one day, but if he gonna hang around at 140, I don't understand what Boo's doing. In my mind, unless they gonna give Brian Norman Sr., Brian Norman Jr. about $2 million, he ain't getting in the ring. And when I see how much money Boo's making, I gotta get paid too. I ain't gonna tell you no lie because you know Boo's just got a lot of potential that everybody see. But if you look at the guys he been in the ring with, you can't say he deserved a lion's share because of who he beat. I mean, he ain't beat nobody. No disrespect, and the fight with Teofimo Lopez, if you ask my opinion, I think I believe Boots knocked him out. But the truth of the matter is, Teofimo been in the ring with better fighters, just not bigger fighters. He been in bigger fights with better fighters. It just was at a lower weight. But in my mind, ever since I seen Teo before he fought Lomachenko, his body, and I always said shit, he was a welterweight when I saw him. So I don't think I don't think 147 will be no problem at all for Teofimo Lopez. I think that's a great. I mean, I think that's a Virgil Orteo is great fights. Great fights. I don't see no reason to turn those caliber fights down. I heard him say something about he wanted to take some time off and enjoy his family. I get it, but these the fights you claim you've been wanting. They out here now. Why would you take a chance and dodge them or you know, it ain't no guarantees. Look how long it took you to get these type of names. Now you say they didn't want to fight you. They asking for a fight now, and now you don't want to fight. And I'm really confused on what direction he going in. I mean that. I still think Brian Norman Jr. I like him a lot, but I don't think. I think that's Boots is not the right fight for him right now. I would love to watch it, but if I'm his father, I would be trying to get that Teofimo Lopez fight. That's a great fight for Brian Norman Jr. Devin Haney, great fight for Brian Norman Jr. if they're finna move up to 147 where it looked like his body belonged. It's some great fights to me for Brian Norman Jr. outside of Boots and build his way up. He a young guy. Why it don't make sense for him to jump out in that deep water and be Boots' first big fight. He just got his belt defended a few times. That's why when his father say he agreed the first time, I was hoping he was just fronting because I want to see the homie do good. I really do. I want to see Brian Norman reach his full potential. And he carry himself like a man. He fight like a man. And I really believe if they do it right, he can be what his daddy talking about. But just don't throw him in there too far, too fast. It's good fights besides Boots. It's some great fights besides Boots at 147. There's a lot of guys from 140 that's about ready to move up. They might just be, gullible enough to think they can try him. I think Brian Norman Jr. besides Boots at 147, I like him against all the rest of them, to be honest with you. And the main reason why I give Boots the advantage, height and reach, and that it matters. He got the height, he got the reach, and it looked like he's faster. So and he real athletic. He could suck the air out the building if he have to, and stay on the outside and box and move, and have Norman Jr. chasing all night. I mean, it's just more ways to victory in that fight for Boots at this point in Brian Norman Jr. career, I think, than him. But I believe you give Brian Norman Jr. 2 years, he ready to go. And I think he can get that same type money he looking for. He ain't got to fight Boots to get it back. That's just one guy that he can't fight to get it back. I'd rather see him in there with Stanionis. He got a belt. It's a whole. If I'm Brian Norman Sr., I'm gonna take my son a whole nother route. But I don't know what's going on with Boots right now. I really don't, and I don't think this is Bozy. I think Bozy is I think Bozy the type guy. It seemed like with his son by him, Boots a man now, so he not gonna pressure him. Do what you want to do, son, and I'm gonna roll with you. I really believe that's Bozy's opinion because I like how Bozy was telling him in that last fight, go out there and get this dude. And people were saying he wasn't giving him a lot. He done already gave him the information he need to give him. Sometimes he looking at him and he wondering why is he not being himself, I like Bozy a lot. I really do, I think he a great trainer. I really do. I like his temperament, and I think I don't know. I just don't know what Boots where is. I can't. I couldn't tell you how he thinking. Honestly, I couldn't. I would think he would be, trying his best to grab one of these big names so he can have his coming out party. I truly been hoping he'll do something like this, but man, you look how long it's been. It don't like he ever gonna have a solid fight. I know he will, but don't like it's gonna be no time soon. Unless I mean, like I say, man, how long a vacation he planning on taking? I mean, you know, I believe in striking while the iron hot, and that youth don't last forever. I mean, I just don't know what he waiting on. I mean, because I really believe he need to get out here and get a taste of some real competition and up under the lights. And before I just hope he know what he doing. I like Boots. Like I said, you know, I just don't know exactly what he is. I know he look good. I know he look like he got potential. But I mean, I just don't know. I really just don't know. But that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, to like, subscribe. Till next time, it's your boy Spill Dog. I'm out.